មានកិត្តិយសធំធេងណាស់ដើម្បីមកកាន់ស្ថានឯកអគ្គកុងស៊ុលកិត្តិយសខ្មែរប្រចាំនៅក្រុងឡុងប៊ីហើយយើងនឹងជួបសភាជាមួយលោកឯកអគ្គកុងស៊ុលលោកកឹមចាហួតបាទលោកគឺជាឯកអគ្គកុងស៊ុលកិត្តិយសប្រចាំនៅទីក្រុងឡុងប៊ីរដ្ឋកាលីហ្វ័រញ៉ាបាទហើយប្រធានបទដែលយើងនឹងលើកយកមកធ្វើកិច្ចសភាជាមួយលោកនៅថ្ងៃនេះគឺទាក់ទងទៅនឹងដំណើរឬក៏លក្ខខណ្ឌក្នុងការធ្វើដំណើរទៅកាន់ប្រទេសកម្ពុជាក្នុងដំណាក់កាល COVID-19 បាទហើយនៅក្នុងនោះដែរយើងមានដៃគូដើម្បីធ្វើកិច្ចសភាជាមួយលោកជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសហើយខ្ញុំធ្វើកិច្ចសភាជាភាសាខ្មែរអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំសូមណែនាំលោកគ្រូវិទ្យា
Yes, so thank you. Today is an honor to have Mr. Chha, an honorary consulate here in Long Beach, California, to explain to us on how we traveling conditions regarding COVID-19 to Cambodia. So thank you. Let's continue on to learn from him what this condition is all about.
បាទអញ្ចឹងមុននឹងចាប់ដើមសូមអនុញ្ញាតអញ្ជើញលោកដើម្បីនិយាយដល់អារម្មណ៍របស់លោកអរគុណបងជំរាបសួរថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំមានសេចក្តីសុំដល់រីកដែលបានបងផ្ទាល់អញ្ជើញមកកន្លែងអគ្គកុងស៊ុលកិត្តិយសនៅទីក្រុងឡុងប៊ីវាជាសេចក្តីសុំដល់រីកដែលបងអញ្ជើញមកព្រោះអីឥឡូវនេះដោយសារកម្ពុជាបើកឲ្យ traveling to ទៅស្រុកខ្មែរវិញចំពោះអ្នក business ហើយ a lot of question ដែលខ្ញុំចង់ជូនបងជ្រាបជាពិសេសជូនដល់ប្រជាពលរដ្ឋយើងដើម្បីឲ្យគាត់យល់ពីការហោះហើរត្រឡប់ទៅពីប្រទេសវិញហើយអរគុណបងមែនតើដែលនេះថ្ងៃនេះបានជួយមកសូមថាថ្ងៃនេះថ្ងៃអាទិត្យអត់យកពេលទៅសម្រាប់ទេបងក្តីអីក្តីគឺថ្ងៃអាទិត្យគឺយើងយកមកដើម្បីសាកសួរគ្នាជាពិសេសជួយមកកន្លែងทุกคนដើម្បីឲ្យយល់ពីការធ្វើដំណើរត្រឡប់ទៅវិញនៃប្រជាជនខ្មែរយើងឬក៏អ្នកដែលត្រឡប់ទៅប្រទេសកម្ពុជាយើងឲ្យយល់ដឹងពី policy requirement ពីប្រជាជននៅកម្ពុជាបាទសូមអញ្ជើញបងលោកគ្រូវិទ្យាហើយនឹងបងប្រុសមានសំណួរអីសូមអញ្ជើញសាកសួរមកចុះខ្ញុំសូមអរគុណមែនទែនបាទ
សូមអរគុណ let me go first then yes សូមអរគុណ Mr. Chha for today is an honor so first of all how long have this Cambodian consulate have been established for
It's been open since 2013 until now for 7 years our consulate will be our third consulate actually because we have only consulate also we have one in Seattle, Washington DC, one in Lowell in Massachusetts and one also Philadelphia and this is number 4 I'm sorry this is number 4
okay yeah. And also I live here many years and I didn't know that there exists of a consulate here outside of Cambodia. That's an honor and also it's good to know. And I want to know what type of service does the consulate offer to all Khmer citizens here?
Thank you for your question, Mom. We have a duty here. First, we're here to promoting trade between our both country. Second, to promoting relationship between our both country as well. We exchange culture. We try to work on all the, especially to help. Cambodian, Long Beach is Cambodian town. That's how a lot of Cambodian outside the country. And we're here to help them to facilitate. They need some paperwork or they have a question when they go back home, what they need, what they want to you to go back home. A lot of people traveling back from Cambodia such a long time, and then they have a lot of questions when they go back home. So this is we're here to help them. So we're here to help them and also to give them a visa stuff like that if they need. So we're here to help facilitate all our community here as well.
Of course, yes. Today mainly that we hear is in regarding COVID-19 and how they travel. So one of my questions is how many Khmer citizens have been infected that you know of from the COVID virus?
Thank you for your question, Bong. So far, we have a few of my friends that have affected by the COVID. However, they fully recovered. They're back to work now.
Wow.
Yes, but this thing is real. And a lot of people still wandering around what is going on in COVID, but this thing is real in affect of our community. However, we need to protect our own. Like today, we're supposed to, well, a lot of people use a lot of like wash their hand and to protect and use sanitizer. Those things, social distancing.
Right.
Yeah. So those things that we have to protect. But a community right now, Long Beach is the number a lot of community live in, and then we want to make sure we are protecting our own community.
Okay. And also, thank you. And also the country open for the citizens to travel back to Cambodia?
Yes. We start open on, I believe, June. That we have open, but mainly for business who have business in Cambodia or some organization that they live in Cambodia, they want to go back, establish, and then a lot of business people now, they go back to work back in Cambodia. But to do that, we have, maybe the next question you're going to ask me on that?
And the other one I would like to ask is like, what airline and that provide that service, and how many times do that airline go, like once a week, twice a week?
Well, as you know, in our community, we have a lot of travel agency now in Cambodian town.
Yeah.
We have a lot of them, so you can mainly contact with the agency. However, I would like to share that they tell me now we have one Asian Air, which is Korean Air that travel from LA. And then also the other one is Eva Air, also make a flight to Cambodia as well.
Wow.
So two.
Wow, so open. And then what is procedure and the protocol on us entering the Cambodia?
That's a good question. This is a question that a lot of people mixed up a lot of question answer. But I'm glad that you asked me today. Mainly, we need to clarify, okay, who and who traveling, okay. We have three of travelers. One is Cambodian who have Cambodian passport. So for those who use Cambodian passport, you just buy a ticket and go. You don't need to go do COVID-19 test or buy any insurance or anything. So for Cambodian citizens who use, again, Cambodian citizens who use Cambodian passport, you just buy the ticket and then travel to Cambodia. However, when you arrive in Cambodia, they will require to have the test upon arrival. So you'll be aware of it. That's all you need, and you wait for 2 days for the result, and you'll be able to come home if no one have negative COVID-19. If someone in the airplane have positive, now they have to do the quarantine for 14 days with the government facility. So that's, and then for those who actually Cambodian American, who use American passport, which is a lot of people come out here, they want to go back, but they don't have the Cambodian passport, they use American passport. For those Cambodian American who use American passport, they need to have one thing, is COVID-19 test. 72-hour prior arrival. And a lot of people make that confusing because they actually thought that 72 hours is the result that they come out. So 72 hours, let's count like this, okay? We're gonna count that the day that you go to do the test and the day you arrive in Cambodia, no less than 72 hours. I mean, no more than 72 hours, okay? So count it right. The day you go in to do the test and arrive in Cambodia, no more than 72 hours. Otherwise, you cannot get in there. This is the policy and regulation. You cannot say, oh, forgive me, forgive that, because if we a country that can handle the COVID well, Cambodia did. They did handle very good with the COVID-19, and I'm glad, and I'm proud to announce that Cambodia handled the COVID-19 very well. A lot of tourists go there, a lot of business people go. However, when you do the test, make sure you count the day you do the test and the day you arrive in Cambodia, not over 72 hours. Now, the test itself, they're having the detail right now. So the test, they call PCR test, swabbing, not rapid test, because recently they don't take rapid tests. So keep in mind, if you have any question, you can contact the consulate. You can call, the number is 562-494-3000. So you can call during office hour. If I don't answer, please, because a lot of people calling. I would like to answer you back, but just leave message. I'll go back to you. This rapid test is not acceptable right now. The person who get the test have to be PCR, swab test. That will be accepting. And then I have all the information. If you need the doctor, they need the test place, I have that location for you. Just give me a call. I will provide the place for you to go. That's for people who actually hold American passport, but Cambodian American who hold American passport. Now, the third one is American. Unfortunately, American people that live here, the tourist is not open yet, so they cannot get the tourist visa. Basically, the person that hold American passport, the only way can go because they do business in Cambodia. They can get e-visa. So, for those Americans who want to go work in Cambodia and travel over there for business, they need to have first COVID-19 test, 72 hours prior arrival. Second, they have to have insurance. The insurance is $50,000 library or more for health insurance. And then the third one, they need to make a deposit, $2,000 upon arrival. And then they also need to do a second test upon arrival as well. Yes, but aside for the Ministry of Health in Cambodia, they have the information that if you want to buy insurance, you can visit the Ministry of Health in Cambodia website. They will provide the information. Also, Consulate Royal Embassy website also provide the insurance. You can purchase for 20 days for $90, I believe. They call Forte Insurance, FORTES Insurance. So that Forte Insurance, they provide it on the site. If you don't have any idea where to go buy insurance for those Americans who hold American passport that want to go have business in Cambodia, so that. But for those three categories, so we don't want to mix it up. So I want to repeat again, Bong. Want to make sure we all clear, because I have a lot of calls to this consulate, and then a lot of people said that I don't have money to go back because they have to make deposit. No. So to those who hold Cambodian passport, Cambodian who hold Cambodian passport, they just buy a ticket and go. And for those who are Cambodian American who have American passport, they need only one thing: COVID-19 test. COVID-19 test, 72 hours prior arrival. Those COVID-19 tests, if you need help, you can call the consulate, 562-494-3000, and we have the place for you to provide information that you can go do a test, that we can let you go, because a lot of places take 5 days, 3 days to 5 days to get the result, but a lot of people don't know it. We have here, they provide maybe 15-20 minutes. So they call the test, they call PCR, not the rapid test, PCR swab. So they do swabbing, not rapid, okay? If you rapid test, they're not allowed you to get in there. That for the number 2 category. And then also the number 3, for those people who are actually American, who use American passport, that travel back, have to do business in Cambodia, you need to have insurance for liability for $50,000. You need to have COVID-19 test prior 72 hours upon arrival. You also need the deposit, $2,000 at arrival. those people who are actually American, not Cambodian American, not Cambodian whole Cambodian passport. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Win, for your that's very lengthy, and I hope that you can understand that. But like once again, you have any question, you can call 562-494-3000 and speak to Mr. Chha, and very elaborate. And hopefully you see that insight. Now I'm going to return the floor back to Mr. Sangha.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Mr. Win, for drawing this attention, and this is a very good question. It's not just only for our Cambodian live outside Cambodia, especially in California and Long Beach, and also for whoever want to visit Cambodia during this COVID-19. So I think this is very important. So I would like to take this opportunity to ask Mr. Chha in Khmer. Yeah. អរគុណបងចំពោះការបកស្រាយមិនជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសយ៉ាងកក់ក្បាយហើយអរគុណលោកវិទ្យដែលបានសាកសួរសំណួរនេះអញ្ចឹងដើម្បីគេថាការស្រាយនៅចម្ងល់ឬក៏ពាក្យចចាមអារាមផ្សេងៗទាក់ទងទៅនឹងតើលក្ខខណ្ឌឬក៏តម្រូវឲ្យធ្វើមិនខ្លះដើម្បីពួកគាត់ដែលជាជនជាតិខ្មែរកាន់ប៉ាសពតខ្មែរពួកគាត់ជាខ្មែរកាន់ប៉ាសពតអាហ្វហ្គានហ្នឹងអាចទៅស្រុកខ្មែរបានដោយសារគាត់កន្លងមកគាត់ចេះតែលឺពាក្យពីហ្នឹងទៅគាត់អត់មានអារម្មណ៍ថាថា comfortable to travel to Cambodia អញ្ចឹងគាត់អត់មានអារម្មណ៍កក់ក្ដៅក្នុងការធ្វើដំណើរដោយសារពាក្យចចាមអារាមដោយសារព័ត៌មានច្បាស់ការអញ្ចឹងចង់ឲ្យលោកគួរតែជួយបកស្រាយទៅលើចំណុចនេះជាភាសាខ្មែរលោកមានបានបកស្រាយជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសបានហើយសូមជួយលោក
អរគុណបងប្រុស again អរគុណបងបានជួយមកពីនេះព្រោះអីខ្ញុំចង់បង្ហាញពីឲ្យថា policy ដែលយើងមានចង់ឲ្យប្រជាពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរយើងជាពិសេស community យើងឲ្យដឹងថាការហោះហើរទៅកម្ពុជាវាមាន policy គោលការណ៍មានគោលការណ៍ដែលទៅហ្នឹងមិនមែនអ្នកខ្លះទៅស្ដាប់អ្នកនេះផងស្ដាប់អ្នកនោះផងទៅជាត្រឡប់ចុះត្រឡប់ឡើងធ្វើឲ្យគាត់អត់ចង់ទៅស្រុកខ្មែរគាត់ថាអីក៏ពិបាកដែរទៅស្រុកខ្មែរណាអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំសូមចង់ប្រាប់ពីគោលការណ៍ដែលបងប្អូនប្រជាពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរយើងចង់ទៅត្រឡប់ទៅប្រទេសខ្មែរយើងសម្រាប់បងដែលកម្ពុជាយើងខ្មែរយើងដែលមករស់នៅនេះហើយឬនៅណាក្ដីដែលមានខ្មែរ passport យើងប្រើលិខិតឆ្លងដែនកម្ពុជាអញ្ចឹងបើប្រើលិខិតឆ្លងដែនខ្មែរយើងកាលណាយើងត្រឡប់ទៅស្រុកខ្មែរយើងវិញយើងអត់បាច់ទៅធ្វើតេស្ត COVID-19 ទេយើងពេញសុវត្ថិភាពហោះយើងត្រឡប់ទៅបានហើយទៅពេលណាក៏បានដែរឥឡូវនេះអត់មានគេហាមឃាត់អីទេណាហើយសម្រាប់អ្នកដែលជាពិសេសអ្នកឥឡូវនេះមានអ្នក Cambodian American យើងខ្មែរអាមេរិកយើងដែលកាន់ passport អាមេរិកបាទសម្រាប់គាត់នោះគាត់មានចម្លើយនោះវា mix ច្រើនណាគាត់ច្រឡំទៅគាត់ថាគឺពិបាកណាស់ទៅស្រុកខ្មែរប៉ុន្តែមិនពិបាកទេបងសម្រាប់តែអ្នកកាន់ passport អាមេរិកខ្មែរអាមេរិកដែលកាន់ passport អាមេរិកបងត្រូវការមួយគត់គឺទៅធ្វើតេស្ត COVID test ហ្នឹងគឺគេហៅ PCR អានេះជាភាសានេះណាខ្ញុំដឹងភាសាខ្មែរបាទភាសាបច្ចេកទេសគឺ PCR swab swab វិញនេះគឺគេត្រូវការតេស្តហ្នឹងក្នុងរយៈពេល72ម៉ោងហើយរយៈពេល72ម៉ោងគឺយើងរាប់មិនមែនរាប់ពីរយៈពេលដែលយើងទៅធ្វើមានបញ្ចេញលទ្ធផលទេគឺរាប់ពេលយើងទៅធ្វើតេស្តអញ្ចឹងឧបមាថាយើងទៅធ្វើតេស្តថ្ងៃហ្នឹងក្នុងរយៈពេលថ្ងៃហ្នឹងទៅដល់ស្រុកខ្មែរឲ្យបាន72ម៉ោងកុំឲ្យលើស72ម៉ោងកុំឲ្យលើសយ៉ាងហោចណាស់ណាបើលើស72ម៉ោងគេអត់ទទួលទេអញ្ចឹងហើយកុំឲ្យច្រឡំយកច្រឡំបើមានចម្ងល់អីអាចខលមកសួរខ្ញុំបានកន្លែងរបស់យើងបើរាល់ថ្ងៃពីថ្ងៃច័ន្ទដល់សុក្រពីម៉ោង10ដល់5ប៉ុន្តែបើការខលរបស់កន្លែងខ្ញុំអត់មានការលើកសូមអញ្ជើញដាក់ message សារសម្លេងដើម្បីខ្ញុំខលត្រឡប់ទៅវិញជួនកាលមនុស្សខលច្រើនពេកដោយសារខលចូលគ្នាទៅយើងលើកអត់ទាន់អញ្ចឹងហើយដាក់សម្លេងមកខ្ញុំនឹងបញ្ជូនទៅវិញបើចង់ដឹងពីព័ត៌មានដែលត្រឡប់ទៅស្រុកខ្មែរវិញអញ្ចឹងសម្រាប់តែអ្នកកាន់ passport ខ្មែរម្ដងទៀតគឺអត់ត្រូវការធ្វើតេស្តអីទេគឺប្រើ passport ខ្មែរទិញសមុទ្ររបស់ហោះហើយទៅស្រុកខ្មែរចោះហើយអ្នកដែល Cambodian American ខ្មែរអាមេរិកដែលប្រើ passport អាមេរិកត្រូវមាន COVID-19 test មុនទៅស្រុកខ្មែរ COVID-19 thế nó cái hao PCR bị chạy cái tết công ai lướt chất bị máu bị từ đó sụp mài hỏi bị chọc đơn lại tên nó ai kho mà lại công số điện bàn nó sự đẹp cầm điện này kể
và chắc như trong ở xưa lực hút bị chẹt mà đó tiếp là tiện công từ năng flight insurance mà mới cam pon chỉ mùi là flight cọ pipon nó là nó mà men sắmรับproduct mai can passport mai mà men product mai can passport càng thế cứ sắmรับchiến sản kì và
ở lớp khi mà xong mà chẹt nắng công aiมีจุดงอแทนtiếtสำหรับวงโอนอเมริกันได้กว่าtrong từ sọc máy còn tay bên từ ly đấy cứ qua từ businessพวกเราเลยนั้นมีแต่ business visa ที่ได้อาจรอจูนไปบ้างสำหรับ tourist visa យើងមិនទាន់បើកជាទលំទលាយនៅឡើយអញ្ចឹងបងអូនអាមេរិកដែលចង់ទៅលេងមិនទាន់បានទេបាទតើតែបើទៅធ្វើ business បានសម្រាប់តែបងអូនអាមេរិកដែលធ្វើពាណិជ្ជកម្មឬក៏ business នៅស្រុកខ្មែរគាត់ត្រូវមានអាសរងបាទការធានារ៉ាប់រងហ្នឹងគឺចំនួន 50,000 ឡើងទៅ
50,000
បាទ 50,000 ឡើងទៅបាទអញ្ចឹង 50,000 ឡើងទៅគាត់អាចបើថាគាត់អត់មានកន្លែងណាដែលគេថាកន្លែង resource ណាទៅទិញទេគាត់អាចចូលទៅ website Ministry of Health
បាទ
ក្រសួងសុខាភិបាលឬក៏ក្រសួងការបរទេសមានមាន website ហ្នឹង website គេ call Forte Insurance
បាទ
ក្រុមហ៊ុន Honorrary Forte Insurance ហ្នឹងគេឲ្យ purchase គេឲ្យយើងទិញ20ថ្ងៃហើយអស់$90 20ថ្ងៃហ្នឹងសម្រាប់គាត់ត្រូវមាន insurance $50,000 for health insurance គាត់ត្រូវធ្វើ COVID-19 test within 72 hours upon arrival ហើយ deposit ហ្នឹង20,000មិន20,000 deposit $2,000 sorry so អញ្ចឹង make deposit ហ្នឹងកក់$2,000ពីគាត់ទៅដល់ស្រុកខ្មែរបាទអញ្ចឹងពីដល់ស្រុកខ្មែរហ្នឹងគាត់តម្រូវក្នុងរយៈពេលថ្ងៃនៅ14ថ្ងៃហើយថ្ងៃទី13សម្រាប់ពួកគាត់គឺត្រូវទៅធ្វើតេស្តម្ដងទៀតបាទអញ្ចឹងបើគាត់ធ្វើតេស្តហើយថ្ងៃ14ថ្ងៃ15គេ return អាលុយកក់$2,000មកឲ្យគាត់វិញអញ្ចឹងនេះជា policy អញ្ចឹងគាត់ត្រូវទៅធ្វើតេស្តម្ដងទៀតទៅថ្ងៃទី13សម្រាប់ជនជាតិអាមេរិកបាទជនជាតិអាមេរិក
លោកពុទ្ធមានប្រសាសន៍ទាក់ទងទៅនឹងជនជាតិអាមេរិកហ្នឹងសម្រាប់ជនជាតិអាមេរិកសពឬក៏អាចជា Spanish American ឬក៏ Chinese American ឬក៏អាចគាត់ជា mix up nationality
សម្រាប់រឿងហ្នឹងខ្ញុំចង់បញ្ជាក់ឲ្យ clear ឲ្យច្បាស់លាស់ណាអូខេយើងមាន3ប្រភេទទាំងអស់សម័យហ្នឹងយើងមាន Cambodia ខ្មែរយើងដែលកាន់ខ្មែរ passport ទី2ខ្មែរដែលកាន់ passport គេអញ្ចឹងសម្រាប់ពីរហ្នឹងគឺយើងត្រូវការខ្មែរដែលកាន់ passport ខ្មែរអត់ត្រូវការអីទេគឺទៅគាត់ទិញពលផលខុសទៅខ្មែរដែលកាន់ passport អាមេរិកត្រូវធ្វើចាត់ធ្វើតេស្ត COVID-19 test 72ម៉ោងពេលទៅដល់ហើយណាអញ្ចឹងសម្រាប់ខ្មែរកាន់ passport គេតែមួយទៀតសម្រាប់បាក់កាំងគឺជាទូទៅLatino គេឬ Chinese American ឲ្យតែ whole American passport ឲ្យតែកាន់ American passport មិនថាជា race ណាទេកុំឲ្យតែខ្មែរពួកអីខ្មែរយើងមាន dual citizen អញ្ចឹងបានយើងគិតថាខ្មែរអាមេរិកគឺយើងត្រូវការតែធ្វើតេស្តទេអត់មានធ្វើអីទៀតប៉ុន្តែបើ Chinese American Latino American ឬក៏ Korean American they all have to they are American so they need those three insurance $50,000 $50,000ហើយធ្វើតេស្ត COVID test 72ម៉ោងពីមុនចេញដំណើរនឹងលុយកក់2,000បាទអញ្ចឹងចំពោះបញ្ហាលម្អិតហើយចង់ទទួលនៅព័ត៌មានបន្ថែមទៀតពុកម៉ែពុកមីងបងប្អូនប្រជាប្រិយមិត្តអាចតាក់ទងមកលេខឯកអគ្គស្ថានកុងស៊ុលវិទ្យុខ្មែរនៅក្រុងឡុងបេដែលមានលេខ562 494 3000អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំសូមអានម្ដងទៀត562 494 3000បាទអញ្ចឹងបើសិនលោកឬក៏ខាងអគ្គកុងស៊ុលវិទ្យុអត់បានទទួលលើកទូរស័ព្ទទេដោយសាររវល់កាលណាមួយសូមផ្ញើជាសារសម្លេង
សារសម្លេងហ្នឹងសូមប្រាប់នៅឈ្មោះហើយនឹងលេខទូរស័ព្ទសូមបញ្ជាក់លេខទូរស័ព្ទឲ្យច្បាស់ផងដើម្បីខាងក្រុមអ្នក Consul គេយើងនឹងធ្វើការទូរស័ព្ទទៅកាន់វិញបាទនេះអ្វីដែលខ្ញុំទទួលអ្វីដែលលោកកំពុងក៏បានមានប្រសាសន៍ជាបន្ថែមហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំដូចជាបានខកបាយទៅដល់រឿងភាសាខ្មែរហើយសូមយើង Mr. Vic.
Yes, it is an honor to have you to clarify this. I know a lot of our Cambodian community have a different opinion and heard different things, and today you clarify a lot. And I just want to have a last question here. If you happen to travel to Cambodia, that person doesn't have a lot of resources like money-wise, is there an organization that helps them to heal them, kind of say?
Like go more specific.
Okay. Is there an organization or place that they can go and have a service for COVID-19?
Oh, okay. For Cambodian in the country. Well, for traveler Cambodian American, if they have somehow they infected, right?
Yes.
So in Cambodia they offer the hospital, which is the government paid for the Cambodian citizen. So they helping a citizen to cure during the COVID-19. So far we have 274 right now cases in Cambodia, but I got the number. A lot more come back home now. Only maybe around 50 something in the hospital. But so far we clear and zero dead. So I'm glad that the country handled the COVID very well. Yes. Yeah.
Và chắcជាជំក្រោយលោកក្រុមចាក់មួយប្រភេទនៃប្រធានក្រៅពី Mr. Vic ជាមួយខ្ញុំបានសាកសួរអំពីបានលោកបានឆ្លើយតបកន្លងមក
សូមអរគុណបងសូមបងប្រុសខ្ញុំគិតថាកន្លងមកមានសំណួរចម្លើយដែលបងប្អូនត្រូវចង់ដឹងពីការធ្វើដំណើរទៅវិញបងកុំឲ្យឆ្ងល់ច្រើនបងអាចតាក់ទងមក Consul ផ្ទាល់បងប្អូនគ្នាមានសំណួរអី so call directly to the consulate. We'll be happy to answer all the questions you need. And the number is 562-494-3000. And ជាភាសាខ្មែរបើមានការអីដែលតាក់ទងទៅនឹង travel to Cambodia during ក្នុងគណៈពេល COVID-19 សូមអញ្ជើញ call មកកន្លែង Consul ឬក៏អាចផ្ដល់ដំណឹងឲ្យបងទាំងពីរក៏បានបើស្គាល់គាត់បងប្រុសហ្នឹងណាបងប្រុសសួរគាត់អាចតាក់ទងខ្ញុំក៏បានឬក៏តាក់ទងខ្ញុំផ្ទាល់គឺរយៈតាមទូរស័ព្ទ562-494-3000បាទហើយខ្ញុំនៅនេះពីថ្ងៃច័ន្ទដល់ថ្ងៃសុក្រប៉ុន្តែបើខ្ញុំអាចបានលើកដោយសារការ call ច្រើនសូមអញ្ជើញដាក់លេខទូរស័ព្ទនិង message ខ្លីដើម្បីខ្ញុំ call ត្រឡប់ទៅវិញបាទនេះជាចម្លើយដែលខ្ញុំអាចជួយបានព្រោះអីជួនកាលទៅគាត់អត់ហ៊ាន call មកទៀតគាត់សួរគេសួរឯងទៅជាច្រឡំសូមអរគុណបាទខ្ញុំ
សូមអរគុណលោកចាស់មួយលោកវិទ្យដែលបានចំណាយពេលវេលាចុងសប្តាហ៍ដើម្បីធ្វើកិច្ចសម្ភាសន៍ជាមួយយើងដើម្បីបង្ហាញឲ្យច្បាស់ទាក់ទងទៅនឹងព័ត៌មានក្នុងការធ្វើដំណើរទៅកាន់ស្រុកខ្មែរអញ្ចឹងសង្ឃឹមថាប្រិយមិត្តក៏ដូចជាពុកម៉ែពីវិញបងប្អូនបានជឿច្បាស់ទាក់ទងអ្វីដែលយើងធ្វើកិច្ចសម្ភាសន៍ទាក់ទងទៅនឹងដំណើរការឬក៏លក្ខខណ្ឌផ្សេងៗក្នុងការធ្វើដំណើរទៅស្រុកខ្មែរក្នុងដំណើរការ COVID នេះយ៉ាងបោះបាយហើយកម្មវិធីរបស់យើងក៏បន្តទីចប់សូមអរគុណសូមជម្រាបលាបាទ
សូមអរគុណបាទសូមអរគុណបងសូមអរគុណបងបាទ